Hi, welcome back. Hope you've been enjoying our series on Inside Executive Search, which is based on various different themes. Today, I want to talk about something that is rarely documented but very frequently experienced: the role of intuition in hiring decisions. Despite all the structured assessments, competency framework, and detailed interviews, many senior hiring decisions ultimately come down to a very simple line: it just feels right. And interestingly, sometimes that instinct turns out to be correct. So the question is, what is intuition in hiring and why does it matter? Intuition is not guesswork, it is not random, it is actually a pattern recognition built over years of experience. When a seasoned hiring leader or an experienced headhunter meets a candidate, they are subconsciously evaluating: one, how the person thinks; two, how they communicate; three, how they handle ambiguity; four, whether they inspire confidence; five, whether they will fit into the leadership dynamics the candidate is being evaluated upon. These signals are not always captured in structured interviews, but they are felt. That's intuition. So, why does intuition become so important at CXO levels? At junior and middle level hiring, skills can be tested, experience can be verified, technical capabilities can be measured. But at the leadership levels, decisions are more complex. You're not just hiring for capability, you're hiring for judgment, leadership presence, influence, cultural alignment, and ability to work with boards and promoters, etc. These are harder to quantify. And this is where intuition starts playing a very big role. Let me talk about how headhunters use intuition. Experienced headhunters often develop a strong sense of who is serious, who is exploring, who will work with promoter the best, who can handle scale, who may struggle with culture. This intuition comes from meeting hundreds of leaders over a period of time, seeing careers evolve, watch successful and failed placements, understanding client dynamics. So, over time, this builds a mental referral library in a headhunter's mind. So, when a headhunter says, "This candidate looks strong on paper, however, I'm not convinced," it is often based on subtle signs that are difficult to articulate but important to consider. However, intuition tends to work well when the hiring leader has deep industry experience. They have hired multiple senior leaders, they understand their own cultural nuances, and they're not influenced by urgency. In such cases, intuition complements data and does not replace it. The best hiring decisions often happen when structured evaluation plus experience plus intuition come together. However, intuition can also be misleading at times. If it's driven by biases, it is based on similarity, that is, someone like me. It ignores data completely. It is influenced by personality over substance. This is where structured search process becomes important. They balance intuition with objectivity. The most effective hiring decisions don't rely necessarily on data, interviews, assessments, or intuition. They rely on a combination of all these. Intuition should validate a decision, raise a red flag, encourage deeper exploration, but not replace due diligence. In executive search, we often say data informs the decision, experiences shape the judgment, intuition provides conviction. And at the levels that we talk about, conviction matters a lot. Because ultimately, hiring leaders are not just selecting resumes, they're choosing individuals who will shape the future of their organization. And sometimes that final call comes down to a simple yet powerful feeling that this is the right leader. Thank you for listening. Signing off, Rajesh Pundir.